Jana, first of all, I wanted to thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to meet with me today and to do an employee spotlight for Women's History Month on your work that you currently do at SSAI. So I just had a couple questions that I wanted to ask you about your work. One of the questions was, what drew you to SSAI, and how does the company's mission resonate with you personally?
Yeah, thank you, Jason, and thanks for the opportunity here to speak here. So I think one of the things that really drew me to SSAI was the company's years of experience in supporting earth science at Goddard. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I really have been interested in STEM for a long time, and I'm lucky to have a career in STEM. And SSAI really has a strong track record of providing support in earth science at Goddard. So this is really one of the things that drew me to the company. And what particularly also resonated with me was SSAI's commitment to continuously advancing science, and in part also by ensuring diversity in the workforce, which is another thing that is really important to me when looking for an employer. I think SSAI has a really strong record, not only of hiring women, but also of hiring women in leadership positions specifically. And I think this is really something that for me is important when I look for or an important thing that I look for in an employer.
That's awesome, Jana. And I was going to say, I could not agree with you more in terms of SSAI, in terms of the support structure that we have. Because I know at SSAI, we promote diversity, equity, inclusion, and also accessibility, which are very key important items in order to have a company be successful in what it does. So not only do we have rock star employees like yourself who are contributing to work on a global level, but it's a true family feel, I feel. So because everyone is very supportive and encouraging, which definitely makes all the difference. So I really appreciate you diving into that even further. My next question I wanted to ask you was, what factors have contributed to your decision to stay at SSAI, and how does the company support your professional growth and development?
Yeah, so I mean, there are a multitude of factors, but I think the one that is a big one for me, and I already hinted at that earlier, is that I really found it encouraging to see so many women in leadership positions at SSAI. I think that SSAI continuously takes the leadership role in advancing science, and seeing so many women in leadership positions, it also inspires in me confidence that SSAI will also take the leadership role in addressing some of these outstanding issues that women in science still face, like, for example, a gender gap in pay and pay raises, but also getting support in mitigating the impact that having children can have on a woman's career. And so seeing that SSAI has so many women in leadership positions really inspires confidence in me that they will also be one of the leaders in trying to address these issues, these outstanding issues, and really help their female employees in overcoming some obstacles that still inhibit growth and career development for women in science.
That's absolutely fantastic. And again, those are all awesome qualities that SSAI has. I completely agree with you, Jana. And, too, it's very inspiring to see for the next generation of youth that are coming up and eventually are going to be filling our footsteps later on. Imagine with Dr. Shilpa Bahithi, a young girl seeing that there is a woman who is a minority who runs a company. How do you think that's going to make them feel? That's just very inspiring. And, for any girl who wants to pursue a career in the sciences or a STEM field, it's not just for men. It's for women as well. Same thing with space exploration. Space exploration is not just a male-dominated profession. Females are and should be included in that as well. So, but SSAI, we are really making that mark and contributing to inspiring not just men, but also women as well. So thank you so much for sharing that as well. And then my final question I wanted to ask you was, can you share a specific project or initiative at SSAI that you are particularly proud of and how it has contributed to your sense of fulfillment and impact within the organization?
Yeah, of course. So one project that I'm particularly proud of that I have the pleasure of being involved in is a project that investigates the potential of using observed satellite soil moisture observations to improve predictions of tropical cyclones when they're near land. And the reason I'm so proud of this project is that I really feel it's one of those projects that has such a strong potential of really improving people's lives very directly by being able to improve these predictions to help people mitigate the impact of tropical cyclones, but also better prepare for tropical cyclones. So I think this is really one of the projects that strongly contributes to my sense of fulfillment in the work that I do. And I'm highly appreciative of the support that I get from SSAI in pursuing this project, because of course we have our tasks that were being given by our government supervisors. And I really appreciate that SSAI, in addition to that, gives us the flexibility to also pursue our own science projects like this one. So yeah, I think this is the one that I would like to highlight, I think.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jana, for sharing that. And just as a side note, how long have you been working on this project for?
So we are currently in our 4th year on this project.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so yeah, and working hard at, getting those results out and published, and yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, Jana, I was going to say, like I said before, I really appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk with me and to do this employee spotlight with me. You are truly a rock star SSAI employee who is really making an impact and a difference globally. And everybody is going to be fascinated by the continued work that you are doing. So please definitely keep myself and the rest of the SSAI employees posted about the work that you are doing with this project. We cannot wait to see what data is going to be collected with it. So thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.